uno. What up, Wolfie?
Yo, how are you doing?
I'm doing a lot better than the fired coaches of America right now. We just had another one come in there. We're going to talk to Presser and Kaiser White. Kaiser White, all here on the Terror Dome.
Turn it up, Gino.
And what's up, everybody? It is 1309, 109 here on the East Coast. It is 1/8/2026, January 8th, my son's birthday. Shout out to my son, Isaiah, the big 2-6, which means that we're exactly 30 years apart. So I got one coming soon, right on down there. So happy birthday to you, young man. I like to be the first ones to say happy birthday to family. And I catch him right at midnight, Wolfie. I might wake up 12:04 and I asked, am I the first? He said, you the first. You the first. I just like to be first. If you
gotta
know,
be winning.
It's just let me be the first. I gotta be first. How you been, Wolfie? It's been a minute.
It has been a while, man. I've been good. A lot. Just busy season, man. Busy times, rough times, stuff like that, but hey, football's great right now. 49ers in the playoffs, couldn't get better than that, to be honest with you, especially doing everything, right?
We kind of limped into it. I was talking to my wife about it, that loss to Seattle. I said, it's like you got tickets to the game. If we would have beaten the Seahawks, we would have been in the skybox. But we're down sitting around, the 230s. we're gonna be in the game, but we got tickets. I'm around the plain folks in the skybox. You might have ran by Jerry Rice or somebody, and the CEO of this, but you going to watch the game and you got a ticket, so we're in.
Gotta get the gritty, like that's that's all right.
We're amongst we gotta fight and fight for the armrest a little bit, and when we gotta pee, we gotta shuffle over in the skybox. You ain't got nothing to worry about. You have your own toilet, sir. Shall I wash that for you? But that first place home field throughout would have just been
nice.
But
it would have been nice. I mean, like, my philosophy on it is like, if this 49ers team can't beat this Eagles team, I'm kind of grateful in the sense that I don't have to go on this false belief throughout the playoffs that this team could actually win the Super Bowl. Like, if this team can actually beat the Eagles, then hey, there's the real belief that this team can win the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Because that's what the Eagles are. They're Super Bowl contenders. So
Super Bowl champions. I give them your respect.
Yeah, Super Bowl defending champions. Exactly. So they're not going to be no chumps, and I think it's a good test. So that way, hey, if we get knocked out of the wild card round, it's because it tells you that, hey, we're not ready to compete for the Super Bowl, and it doesn't kind of lead us down this false hope kind of type deal. I do like the fact that even if we lose this game, a lot of sophomore players and a lot of rookie players are going to get some playoff experience regardless. Sure. So there's some bonus there, especially this team that is all depth pretty much going on. There's a lot to – if you're a fan of football, if you're just all about the Super Bowl, then yes, it's probably not your year as a 49ers fan. But if you actually enjoy the team and root for its development and things of that nature, this is actually a great thing that the 49ers are currently in, regardless of how it kind of turns out.
Yeah.
But I look at this game as the Super Bowl for this team, right? Because, like, if this team can beat the Eagles, if this broken down team can beat the Eagles, I'm celebrating. I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. There's no way.
Yeah.
That's our Super Bowl is kind of how I look at it.
It's like playing with house money in Vegas, man.
House money.
I doubled up. Oh my God. Oh my God! Can you see me? I didn't know. Just give me another chip. Hey, let it all ride. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
house
yeah.
money.
Let's see what happens, right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
let
So
me see.
there's so much to love about this scenario, and it's gonna be sad when you lose, obviously, because you still want that. There's always gonna be a little bit of hope, like maybe because I've seen some miracle teams. Some teams just make it to the playoffs, win the Super Bowl, like the Giants, for example, 6th seed, going on to win the Super Bowl. It's happened before. So you always have that in the back of your mind, like, why not us in the back of your mind kind of type mentality. But
Could happen.
the reality of it is, like, this team is not in its state a Super Bowl contender. So, like, if you're realistic and you're trying to be true to yourself about the situation, what this team has done so far has exceeded expectations beyond belief already. And it's like there's going to be some people are going to be greedy and want more. But if you look at the reality,
we want more. We want more. We want
more. Like,
Remember
I honestly want more. I want the Super Bowl.
Commercial.
But realistically, it's not it. It's just not it. Next year, if we could stay healthy and keep Robert Saleh, do this team with all that experience going into the draft, I feel like this team would be just set up for next year.
And returners. Fred Warner would theoretically be back. I think Nick Bosa may add about week. I want to say week 4. Usually that ACL it takes a year and you're ready.
Yeah, exactly.
Just
like 12 months,
single
pretty
ACL.
much.
Yeah,
athletes.
It'll take that whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
In the news, Wolfie. Let me put up my docket here. Added to the stage. Mike McDaniel is the latest casualty. I guess it wasn't Black Monday, Pink Slip Tuesday. I don't know, Wonder Wednesday.
Wednesday. Kind of like some people out of the coaching.
Yeah, man. They hand out those pink slips and they do what they do there, Wolfie. He's the latest casualty of war. Which adds to the list. And I noticed that you had that on your thumbnail there. I'm going to share this screen real quick with you. Every NFL coach who has been fired in 2026. I got Mike McDaniel here as we scroll down. Brian Callahan with the Tennessee Titans. Brian Daboll with the New York Football Giants. Raheem Morris, the Atlanta Falcons. Y'all, please forgive the ad right next to me. I'm glad it ain't nothing bad there. Kevin Stefanski, Cleveland Browns, as well as Pete Carroll of the Raiders. And rounding it out, Jonathan Gannon, Arizona Cardinals. Oh, no, we had a surprise yesterday, or I think it was yesterday. It
was yesterday.
John Harbaugh, Baltimore Ravens, and the aforementioned Mike McDaniel. Wolfie, they gave out pink slips, man. It's been a little rough for quarterbacks, and we kind of seen the writing on the wall during the season. Maybe. What do you think? What is your take on the latest? We'll work top down here with Mike McDaniel.
Mike McDaniel.
Yeah.
I said this like the first. I think it was like the first thing I said to you was like when we talked when you brought up Mike McDaniel was just that someone's about to get an elite offensive coordinator. This team, this he's a great coach. He really is.
Yes.
A great offensive mastermind. Sometimes a coach is a victim of a circumstance. Yeah, there's a lot of things in control that went out of the side of his control, and he wasn't perfect by any means. But when his offense was running, when everything was smooth, everything had like even throughout this year, there was times where the Dolphins were winning like this small little stretch where there's some hope because the offense was humming, it was running. When his offense is going and it's humming, it's one of the best in the league. Heck, it scored 70 points on a team. His offense
has against the Broncos. Yeah, it did.
Yeah. So whoever gets this guy is going to have – don't go to the Eagles. Please don't go. If he goes to the Eagles, dude, they're winning a Super Bowl, I think. You got Vic Fangio and you got Mike McDaniel with all those weapons, dude. I expect like they would be Super Bowl contenders immediately, honestly, to me. they already are one, but like it'd be definitive next year. Like they have practically no holes at that point because their weakness right now for the Eagles is the offensive coordinator. And I think Mike McDaniel's better than Kellen Moore. Is that
that's the Eagles OC?
Former OC went for the Saints. Kellen Moore, right?
Yeah, Kellen Moore. Did he come from the Saints or he went to the Saints? He was a Cowboy, Saints, and then I think Eagles. Currently they have and this is on my
because Kellen Moore, I think
Kellen
Moore has got to be I think he's the offensive.
They got Kevin Patullo as their offensive coordinator currently.
Yeah, but then Kellen Moore was was the one they won the Super Bowl with, right?
It had Patullo in there on the team, but it may have been Kellen Moore as the actual coordinator for the could have been, yeah.
So I think Mike McDaniel is better than Kellen Moore, and so if you add Mike McDaniel onto that offense with that Vic Fangio defense, that team would just get so good. So that's my thought on it. I do think the Dolphins should move on from him. It was just too much dysfunction going on. Time to reset the culture. I heard Tua's not coming back. They're going to want to go out and find a new quarterback. Like just I'm glad that they're cleaning house and they're getting everything. Sometimes it just doesn't work out, and that's what's going to happen with Mike McDaniel. And someone said in the comments like, "You're not is Mike McDaniel a leader of men?" Probably that's why he's not a head coach anymore. But he could be. But as an offensive coordinator, you don't need to be a leader of men. That's not your job as that's the head coach job. He doesn't need to do that. If you have him just be offensive coordinator, he would be elite for any team.
I would definitely think in terms of, well, first and foremost, I think he's going to want to be a head coach again. He may interview for that, but I think what you need here is good personnel, a sound defensive mind, and then bring him in as my assistant head coach, offensive coordinator. I think ideal spots here would be Mike Flores in Atlanta and bring him in, Mike McDaniel in as his OC. I think that would be very, very formidable. I think that would be the match made in heaven, and that's the move I would make. Flores. Am I saying, is it Mike Flores or
Brian Flores? You mean
Brian Flores? Brian Flores.
The Vikings, yeah.
And bring in Mike McDaniel.
Would Mike McDaniel want to work with? Would Brian Flores want to work with the guy who took his job?
Mike
McDaniel took his job.
I think you make decisions based on what we can achieve versus some let bygones be bygones and bring in the best man for the job.
I'm just bringing that up. Like that's a potential like something to take that offensive. They take that to heart.
Hey, and it's people that take stuff to heart. Me, I'm a professional. It says it's a big sign when you come to the 911 center at Fort Bragg, North Carolina. The professionals. And dude, it ain't got to be personal. I'm not gonna have a drink with you and talk and. No, we just gonna do business here and give me the best person for the job. Here it is. I'm the boss anyway, so it's all good.
Yeah, you're building your foundation. You built your team. I get it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's what I would do.
That's your culture. That's your culture. That's good culture. Good culture.
Yeah, but I know people don't do it like that. They stay petty. We're in a kind of personal, in your feelings petty thing, and people do retribution and they look for differences and all that. I can't get past that. Oh, he took my parking spot when I was a kid, and I'm like, oh well, okay. For real. And I'm sensitive to you as well, people out there who do that. And speaking of people out there who do that, let me shout the chat out as they are coming in here, man. 17 strong. We'll be playing tonight versus Ole Miss, and we're one step closer to that illustrious national championship game. Starting it off today We have Red Jet Shell. Red Jet Shell
in the
in the
house.
building. Good morning, good afternoon to everyone. Be sure to like, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit the little bell button so you see every time I come on. All that good stuff. Thank you there, Red Jet Shell. We got Collie Young, 960 in the building. Let's do this like Brutus. We can, if not us, who? If not now, when? We can do this. We can do this. We can do it. Tanisha's in the building, looking all vicious, rocking the black jersey with the black fashionista, a fashion plate. Miss Tanisha saying good morning, Terra Dome. Wolfie, aka Willie, and the Golden Domers. All right, I like it. I like it. Wolfie and the Golden Domers. I got you. That's Red Jet saying good morning, nigga. Miss Violet is in the building. Happy birthday to him. Thank you, Miss Violet. He logs on with my grandson sometime, and they just sitting there kicking it in the cold. Shout out to Nicole, his beautiful wife. She shows me screenshots when she's on, and when I'm on and she is watching me. That's so dope. My grandson's gonna be a little crazy. David Corona in the building. What's up, everyone? Let's go 49ers. Big Brick 84. Good morning, Terra Dome. Whoopi and the faithful in the chat. Big Brick is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Bebop Jones. Bebop Jones. That sounds like the toughest dude in the neighborhood. Oh, you got to go see Bebop Jones. Oh, I'm going to need a pistol. My lovely wife. Hi, Tara. We just celebrated 19 years of marriage on January.
Congratulations.
Shout out to you, Miss T.I. I don't know how you stayed with me, but you did. And hey, it's all good and getting better. I'm a troll silly. All right. Hey, man, it's good. Self-awareness is the best thing. He says, I'm rooting for Ole Miss. There it is. You are a troll. You're living out your dream. Just because that quarterback used to quarterback at Ferris State, where I went to school. All right, I got you, man. Hey, ties is ties, and these troll rebels down there. But hey, that's good to see. But round here, as for us in this house, we will serve the Lord. And my wife has my thought exactly. It's all about the youth. Keeping the faith is in the building. Hey, good to see you keeping the faith. Salute to you with the salute emoji. I love that salute. I love respect and things like that. It's all good. Cousin Ellison Burley is the Regal Eagle podcast on the fired coaching list. They do call themselves the offensive and defensive coordinators. We gonna have to see. I would love to add them to come after Sunday. That'd be real nice. I'll let you know at 8:00 Sunday. Rod Kelly in there. Let's see. Collie Young in there. I'm sorry. David Corona. That one 49er fan. That one 49er fan. Welcome to the Wolfpack, yo. Good to see you. Good to see you. We got Tyler, the Chiefs fan. Tyler
in the nose.
Hello in the world. I think lots of people are KC Chiefs fans. Say that bringing in Mike McDaniel as OC.
Oh my God,
for Kansas City Chiefs. Oh, well, you know we need to temper those expectations.
We don't need that.
Yeah, it's something
we
need. Yeah, y'all all right. I'll be in the building. I like the live. Well, thank you.
Appreciate you.
Said, I'm sorry I'm late. Now, B, you never late. You always right on time. I'm fading the music on out. Fade.
Go Kings, not Ducks. Go Kings. We're talking about Crazy Juice.
Who the Mighty Ducks?
You think Ducks.
Oregon Ducks. Everybody likes to be
the Ducks. Or you're talking about the Oregon Ducks. Okay.
Yeah, Oregon. They're playing Indiana. They're going to be playing Indiana. We're playing Ole Miss, and
I guess the number one pick. Okay,
somebody. Yeah. That's what they're saying. He's going to go to the
Raiders.
The Raiders. The best player, though, and we'll eventually get to it, is Ruben Bain for, you know, the University of Miami. But we'll come to that when we get there.
I want to say this real quick. I'm passerby to college football. Like if it comes on my feed, I'll be like, oh, that's cool. You know, I did see that the U beat a team I don't know is highly ranked recently. Congratulations.
You mean
I was
you
like,
mean
losing his mind right now because
you mean the Ohio State University Buckeyes
you guys
who stole that national championship away from me in the Fiesta Bowl of 2003 with the Phantom Call? Those guys, yeah, we kind of whooped you. Hey, Ohio State,
their ass, dude.
How's it feel? Yeah, go ahead. What you were saying. I'm sorry.
No. Feel yourself. I get it. It's like know that I remember. Like again, I have no fight in this. So like I'm an outside spectator to football, and I gotta say that was dominance from start to end. From what I understand, Ohio State was supposed to like obliterate you guys. From what?
Big favorite. Big favorite. Yeah. Oh yeah. What, 7-8 points, something like that. Yeah. They remember. Hey, Buckeyes, you remember? It's just a little something extra on that, Wolf, because they stole a national championship away from me, man. It really, the game was over. Confetti is falling, Wolfie. Players are on the field. It's over. It was the last game, and then this referee drops a yellow flag and says, "No, that last one was pass interference." So we went to overtime, and everybody spent, man. I mean, we out there making snow angels, and they stopped the game. They stopped the snow angels. We're like, what are they? Cleared the field of confetti, Wolfie. When confetti starts dropping, dude.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis. That was a daggone.
Was it pass interference though?
No.
Okay.
No. It was football.
It was football. Okay. Oh, I don't know, man. That's a questionable response there. That makes me think.
Hey, well, I know. Hey, you know what wasn't a pass interference? That ass whooping y'all took Ohio State. That wasn't a pass interference. I bet that.
That was dominance. That was, I bet. So I understand that feeling, like some you feel like you got robbed, and then now you got you won twice. It felt like you won twice. I get it.
Yeah, it was like Lionel Richie. Once, twice, 3 times a lady. Yeah, because you owe me for that one. Ohio State know what it was. They know what it was. My other son is in the building. What's up, man? DeAndre out this piece. What it up? Check in so I don't get fined.
Marshawn Lynch.
Great line, my man. Great line, man. That's one of the classic lines that will always be into eternity. I'm just here so I won't get fined. That's my name, man. Wolfie, my agenda for the day, we were just talking the Fluffy Eagles. Here's my take on them right now. They are Super Bowl. Well, let me delay for just a momento. I got my man Tony G in the building. He want to say hi. Tony, what's up, man? How you been?
Tony's in the house.
I'm hanging out, man. December was very rough for me. But I'm here.
What was it? Just the our playing, or were some other things in?
No, just put it like this. I'm lucky to be here talking with you today. That's all.
Wow, Tony. I guess we got to talk offline a little bit, man.
It's that Jack Frost moment.
I'm glad to hear from you. I hit you in the Twitter beep. I sent you the link, and you pulled up with me. I had questions in reference to, us making the in-season trade, the in-season splash get. That's how long I've been wanting to talk to you, because usually in our Super Bowl years, we will make an in-season move that will blow everybody's mind, and we didn't quite make it this year. I mean, we made some moves, but we just didn't do the splash thing. So what's your take on it? How do you feel about where we are? We on house money. What do you think? You there? Did I miss him?
That's
Tony,
what he thinks of that.
All right. When Tony gets back, we're gonna have his take on it. Right now, let me go with the Eagles scouting report to me.
Did you want to talk about the other head coaches or just Mike McDaniel?
Well, everybody been fired. We know who's been fired.
We can move on.
Because the people tuned in for the Eagles. My thumbnail said the Eagles stuff, so we got to talk.
I got you.
We'll get right back to it. And some of it leads to the others. So my Eagles scouting reports is the Eagles are Super Bowl champs. They have a great running back. They have a collection of top to bottom, the best skill positions at 2 wide receivers, a quarterback, running back, and tight end in the business. I think arguably you could say, I don't know. I think we're close. I think, well, we don't really have the wide receiver like we used to, the marquee guy, but these guys got 2 marquee wide receivers, Goddard, Saquon Barkley, former offensive player of the year, and Jalen Hurts, who has a Super Bowl and is, I guess, regardless of really how you feel, is he elite or not, you got to say he's, at least middle of the road, top 15, top 12, because Super Bowl gives you a little bit of cash. They have a solid offensive line. It is not to the level of what it was a year ago. I haven't really deep dived into all their moves and things like that, but just noticing a couple of stats here and there, it wasn't the juggernaut it was before, and a very, very good defense. They got some good defensive ballers out there, man. They're having a really couple of special years. Tony G just came back into it. Tony, you there?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I went to reposition myself because I just sat in a chair. And I hung up by accident. I'm sorry.
Oh, look at you, got your Bill Belichick hoodie on.
Yeah.
Did you cut the sleeves off?
No, but I'll give you a glimpse of what my issue is.
Oh,
damn!
Oh,
Alex Smith style. Damn.
He is on the 49er injury list. He is out. You on IR out that thing, man. What happened?
I'm lucky to be here, and I'm lucky to have my leg. That's all I'm saying.
Wow.
I got into a really bad car accident coming home from work.
Oh, Tony.
One morning, and I'm just lucky to be here. That's all I'm saying.
You didn't get that from kicking people in the balls?
No. I wish I did. But
you got ball kicking knee. What's the prognosis, or what's the diagnosis? Is it a break, a tear?
I have a hairline fracture to my tibia, and I'm 75% torn on my patella.
God damn.
That's brutal. Surgery?
I'm trying to get out of it, but it doesn't look like I can.
Why are you trying to get out of it, man? That's crazy.
Never like people cutting on you. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just temporary, man. It's just a mindset. Just like it's temporary. It's just
go
somewhere else for like 48 hours and you're good, man.
I just don't want to be stuck home because I'm going nuts already. I've been home since December 7th. And obviously I was a lot in worse shape than what I am now, but I hate sitting on the couch. I hate being unable to do anything. Today was the first time I drove.
Do you smoke reefer?
No.
That would help, bro.
I know it would, but I don't want to become like this massive pothead.
I get it.
Yeah, that'll help a little too much.
But like, okay, all right. I know a thing or two about it. So if you need help, I got you.
And hey, Wolfie. Tony's a cop.
It's legal. It's legal where I'm at. So it's all good.
Okay, I'm just saying. In case you didn't know. Tony, man, why didn't we make the big in-season splash, man?
I think it's a combination of a couple things. I think they had a plan in place to reset their books financially. And I think that at the point in time at the trade deadline, there was a lot of uncertainty at certain positions.
Yeah.
But the team was still playing good. I just don't know if they felt one, it would continue, or two, the cost it would take to get somebody, especially like, for example, we'll say Trey Hendrickson, who thank God they did not pull the trigger because he's out for the year. But it would have shocked me because he probably would have been out for the year for us too. So.
Yeah, the way we heard people, you know.
So,
but at the time, this is just felt like
bad,
no brainer
right?
to me. We
bad.
got to get that pass rusher because you were missing Nick Bosa, and we ended up just with 18 sacks for the year. Man, Myles Garrett got more sacks than our whole team, man. that's
pretty sad.
Yeah.
But like, you know, it's a bunch of things, right? Clearly their plan was in place to rebuild this defense. Go young, surround the core with up and coming players that should be developed. Well, that went out the window. Warner went down, Bosa went down. So now you're just like, okay, what do we do? We're in the first round of the playoffs, wild card round, and we have three linebackers that are probably going to start that weren't even on the roster.
Yeah.
Up until 4 weeks ago.
Kaiser White and Eric Hendricks. Yeah, that's crazy.
And I got to be honest with you. I really got to be honest with you. I love them two guys, and I think those two guys are going to improve our run game and just say, screw it, guys. Play downhill. See ball, get ball. That's it.
Okay. I ain't mad at that.
Your back's against the wall. You have no other options.
Simplified and just play ball. Get in the fit. Get in the field. Just go for it. I'm sitting on double-A gap blitz. I don't care. Yeah.
See ball, get ball, man. I mean, at this point, you know, it's to the point now where, bro, some guys are like, oh, we're on our first, second, third string. Bro, we're on like our sixth, seventh, and eighth string. Like,
man.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
We're lucky to be where we're at. It just shows you how well coached, well prepared, and how good this team should be or what could have been. But, you know, listen, they got to play the game. And shit happens, right?
Yeah.
And I think the Niners are going to come into this game with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder for only scoring 3 points for Seattle.
Yeah.
And what happened last time that they went cross country in the NFC Championship game? So I think they're going to have a little chip on their shoulder. I'm not saying it's going to put them over the top, but I do not expect this team whatsoever to lay down.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh no, we're not laying down at all. No, can't do that.
With that being said, I'm really, really, really excited. I think the major issues are, of course, this Ricky Pearsall, who's just the biggest question mark on this team, and unfortunately, Trent Williams. And I think if Trent Williams was there, I think if Ricky Pearsall was healthy, I think it just would have given them that better opportunity to shock the world and beat this team.
Really, their offense would really fire if they can get those two players back for sure. That's kind of how I feel about Ricky Pearsall. Like, I understand he's got that PCL issue, but if he can just run, like if I'm Ricky and we have this opportunity in the playoffs to beat the Eagles and stuff like that, I don't know how bad his PCL injury actually is. But if I'm him, I'm doing everything I can to get on that field. Regardless of my
I'm out on Ricky P, man. I told y'all about them University of Florida boys, man.
And he's fantastic on the field, but he's just injury prone. He's injury prone right now.
I agree, Wolfie. I agree 100%. He's a talented receiver. He's got that shiftiness to get open. He's got good hands. He can run the route tree
and look good and fast and all that good stuff. He's a convertible Saab.
He's got
1989 convertible Saab that looked excellent. It was the sweetest vehicle you could get. That convertible Saab, Married to the Mob. It was dope. That thing stayed broke 9 months out the year.
That's crazy.
It did, and
So-
never would start when you needed it to start at the moment you needed it to start. Everybody who had a convertible Saab, trust and believe, they know what I'm talking
I
about.
didn't know it was going to be
looked
injured.
good.
Let's be honest.
It is wonderful. He came in here wearing that damn blue jersey.
Yeah, but that was like the first time he got injured, I think.
Yeah,
like,
that was
ever.
the first time. Yeah,
That was the first. Like,
and
this is
then,
the first
and then he
time,
got shot, and then he got a little banged up there, and then
dude. That's where injury prone started, though. That man, like
Convertible Saab.
Injury prone started. Like,
Mhm.
but you can't deny Jared Dudley's fantastic on the field, though.
Yeah, that Saab looked good.
Like he's totally worth that. Like he's
all y'all have seen the movie Paid in Full when Ace rides out in that Saab. It looked good. It did.
obviously the 49ers wouldn't have drafted Ricky Pearsall if they knew that he was going to be injury prone. I wouldn't have known that. But he's totally worth, like, he's a first round talent. Like he's playing really well.
He is.
But it's just that thing. If they could see that coming, like if I knew he was gonna get shot and like he was gonna have this track record of being injured, probably wouldn't have drafted him at this point. But also, how much is it the 49ers curse as well? Like if you're into curses and shit, like this is definitely your year to believe in it. Like everyone's getting injured, and if you already got an injury prone player on an injury prone team, you're it's a mixture for disaster.
I seen Coach Yak put something out on Twitter. It is Santa Clara's stadium is next to a substation.
Let's not do this.
It's
No,
within the
let's not.
vicinity of a substation of electricity, and I mean at this point, nothing's beyond the pale, bro.
Let's not do this.
Nothing's beyond the pale. Is the substation getting you? Maybe. I don't know.
They put some damn steel walls up, block that shit.
You got to do something. Mirrors reflected gamma ray. I don't know, but it's something going on at that facility. Or I heard sacred burial ground for.
I would
Indian
take that.
tribe.
I'd rather take that instead. Sacred burial ground. I'd rather let's do that one. Let's do that one.
Maybe that's it. Some of the people getting this. Tanisha said, Ricky P is glass. He's made of glass. He's like a twig easily broken. Hey, Wolfie, we talked about that. Remember LMAO? Ellison said, don't let him laugh out loud. That ain't gonna cut it. Kylie Young, he said something good. Kylie Young is my main man. He from Ohio, and you know, I had to put it on those Ohio, but that's my man. That's my partner.
Kylie.
So Tony, so Terradome, so we all agree with this conversation about Ricky Pearsall until he breaks the injury prone situation. We all agree that for once, a wide receiver with the first round pick makes sense. Like that, it's like, okay, you gotta do it.
Here we
totally
go.
get it.
Now we're talking wide receivers, and now I've been holding this in for a very long time with this.
Let it off, man. Get it off your chest.
And I'm just telling you now. People talk shit about me, but I don't care. Brandon Ayuk is a disgrace.
Oh,
okay. If he was healthy, I say it, I don't care. If he's healthy, do you know what he could be doing for this offense?
Oh my god, dude! Yeah, we probably would have that Seattle game for sure.
He been on par probably with Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Like, do you see what
statistics?
This team is missing that type of wide receiver.
Yes, sir.
They tried it with Ricky Pearsall. Ricky Pearsall is that person, but like we just talked about, can't stay on the field. Major issue.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm going to take this back to last year, where he held out, did his temper tantrum. He wanted X, Y, and Z. The 49ers didn't want to do it. It finally came to the point where they said, all right, we have to give him the X, Y, and Z to get him back.
Yep.
The Niners fulfilled their end of his request. And do you know what he just did to the Niners?
Came out in the wrong shorts. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Let me tell you something. I think this team is in a very tough spot right now. I think there's some talented wide receivers on the free agent market this year. And unfortunately, because of their past practice with that individual and how it blew up in their face, they went against their beliefs on structuring contracts and giving money like that to wide receivers. It blew up in the face. I think this team is a little bit gun shy now when it's going to come to free agency. And I think it sucks because they desperately need that other piece. They need that other type of wide receiver that could create, that's a route runner, that is a go-to guy. Like, listen, Jennings is the go-to guy right now as the receiver, out of the receiver group.
That
He's
is
playing.
and that's why JJ, he went to practice that first week, saw what was on the horizon, saw, hey, they're gonna need me pretty much. That's why he strategically tried to plan. It didn't work, but he tried to hold out for a little money. He said, because I see what you got out there. I know I'm the guy y'all gonna be coming to. And
But you heard them. You see the difference, though?
yeah,
He held out. He fought for what he wanted. Okay. He gambled on himself because guess what? He hit all of his incentives.
that's my dude. The calculator, count on him. But
Okay.
I just see from his standpoint why he looked at the horizon, seen what we had out there, seen the rookies that I still ain't seen Jordan Watkins and Cowing and whatever it is. He was in that receiver room. He knew, dang it, they gonna need me out here. He was like Jennifer Holiday, and you're gonna love me.
So, with that being said, it's just so upsetting and sad as a 49er fan, like all of us are. We're diehard fans. We've been there, like Terradome and I, like we're older. So,
Yeah.
we remember those days. And we had that piece here. The Niners catered to that piece. They paid that piece. And that piece just turned their back. And you know what? People that say, oh, that's wrong for taking his guarantees away. No, it's not. No, it's not. Not in a situation like this. He deserves
Yeah.
everything. He deserves what came to him.
Um,
He made his bed. Now he's got to lay in it.
Give
And
me
I
some
can't
more.
wait for them to move on, reset this roster, and add pieces to this offense because this offense is only going to be that much better.
Well, speaking of what you had, like you add pieces that are so much better. This offense doesn't need an incredible elite elite hands. We don't need that. We need an elite route runner, and that's what Brandon Ayuk was. He wasn't I never thought he was a top 10 wide receiver. I've always said that. I thought he was like 15-ish, just because I don't think he had those elite hands or anything like that, where he makes those. You need to make those incredible catches. Brock Purdy is going to give you on a dime, put it on your chest. You need to catch it and go if you're an elite route runner. All this offense needs is just elite route runners, and Brandon Ayuk was exactly that. Probably one of, if not the best route runner in the league. And that's why Brock Purdy is able to throw a dime between 4 defenders against the Seahawks.
Exactly.
It's because he runs those routes and Brock Purdy throws those dots. He sacrificed, I don't want to say it to this extent, but a potential Temu version, Walmart version of Joe Montana, Jerry Rice-esque kind of situation there. That got lost because of BA was like acting stupid because he was the future. And he just lost his mind in the Super Bowl. Like he got CTE after that. Like he got a brain aneurysm after because he was so frustrated he didn't get the ball in the Super Bowl. This team just needs an elite route runner. And so if we can go in the draft or in free agency, just find a guy who's an elite route runner that's available, this offense can pick up right where it started. I think that's
Wolfie, I think the one aspect we look at when that's overlooked when we're looking at wide receivers, it's toughness. Jerry Rice was tough. Michael Irvin was tough. Hines Ward was tough. Anquan Bolden were tough. They were tough guys. T.O. was tough. You gotta employ the trait of toughness for these wide receivers, particularly in this offense, because we asked them to stick their face in the fan and block a lot. If you ain't got toughness, mental toughness, physical toughness, hard toughness, in conjunction with good route running, Wolfie, I ain't got nothing to do with you.
If only Juwan Jennings was this much faster.
Juwan Juwan is
that role perfectly.
He is.
This is the other thing, right? Brandon Ayuk, before this contract extension issue came up, right? He bought into the program. It wasn't me, it was we. He got paid, it became me. And that's the problem. All right. You mentioned Jerry Rice, Joe Montana connection, Jerry Rice, Steve Young connection. Jerry Rice was 100% we up until one game. That one game was, I forgot who they played. It was Jerry Rice's last game at Candlestick
It was
Park.
the Chicago Bears, and
Terrell Owens
T.O.
took the flag and was the number one wide receiver.
Because they was tripling Jerry, man. They knew it was Jerry Rice Day.
Exactly.
And
that was the one time.
2 safeties and a corner on him the whole time. T.O. running around there. Sometimes they forgot to cover him. And
that was the one time I'd ever seen Jerry Rice complain about getting the ball, being open, anything.
Yeah. It was his day, though. Yeah, he knew it was going to be his last day. Everybody did. It was going to be
now
the greatest player in the National Football League that has ever played in some circles. Definitely the greatest wide receiver. He just wanted his day. He said, "I'm not getting the ball. Anything. Get me the ball."
So the notion of needing like a Jefferson, like a who's the guy from the Bengals?
Jamar Chase.
The notion of needing that, and with this team, it's not really a massive need, right? I mean, it would be great to have it 100%. But if you look at the success of this offense this year, who are the wide receivers? Jennings, Tonjes, right? The tight end.
Yeah.
Okay. Kendrick Bourne, who was brought in off the street. Demarcus Robinson, who was signed as a free agent. You see where I'm going at here?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's guys that buy in, that do what they're told and will do what they're told, and buy into that program. That was Brandon Ayuk. His contract year going into his negotiations, he was a monster.
Yeah.
An absolute monster.
As the fourth option.
Everything.
Yep.
As the fourth option. And he was stupid enough to even say it.
I'm the fourth option. Well, that kind of can hurt your money, man. Don't say that.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry. I went on a vent because I think this team, if they had a Brandon Ayuk right now, I think we're talking about a different outcome.
Yeah.
It definitely wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't hurt one bit.
We definitely won that Seattle game, I think, because that's what Brock Purdy needed. He needed someone to get some
needed
separation.
Somebody else getting stuff, man. When he was back there looking, he did have one shot. It was in the second quarter, the 4th and 1. He missed Sky Moore over there on the left. The cornerback was biting up on, and everybody.
I know what player you're talking about. I saw the replay. Yeah.
Exactly. They bit up on Kittle or Juice.
Yeah, they bit up, and he was 88 out the game. He was over there by himself, man. And Brock ain't see it. Sorry, he was
that's somebody else, I think.
Yeah, ain't see it.
I want to say about that game real quick that Brock Purdy, he didn't play hero ball really at any point. Like the momentum shifted when Chris McCaffrey gave the ball to Thomas. Like Brock Purdy was wheeling and dealing, momentum was shifting. Brock Purdy was in his bag.
Yeah,
everything was flowing, and that moment happened. Everything got taken away. But like outside of that, there was no hero ball from Brock. Like I'm so used to seeing some sort of hero ball from Brock towards the end of the game when nothing's going right. So he's like, screw it. I'm going to try to make a big play. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. Like that Juwan Jennings play from last year that Terradone freaked out about because he said it was pass interference against the Rams, I believe. Usually he goes out there and plays some hero ball. And I didn't see that from him. And I kind of missed it. I was like, where's that? I see that 50-50 ball. I'm gonna give him a shot to Juwan Jennings type thing.
I'm checking this thing. I don't care who down there. I gotta make something happen.
I kind of missed that. Like I was like, where is that? I understand like you got nothing to lose at this point. You're down 13-3, and at no point did I see that 50-50 ball to any player, give it a shot kind of type deal. I don't know if it's because he couldn't see, like, okay, maybe the back shoulder is not going to work here and stuff like that, so he couldn't work with anything, and the defense was just that perfect. But usually Brock, is like, okay, let me give it a
Seattle, shot. I got to admit, man, Seattle had a hell of a game plan. They
said
to themselves, CMC and Kittle will not beat us. I don't care. You can throw it to that wide open Sky Moore, but I'm watching Kittle.
Yeah.
Off of George Kittle. I'm not.
What
MC.
was your guys' thoughts on that game?
We missed a tremendous opportunity. When Ricky P called that thing, man, 2 hours before game, Tony, you ain't want to hear me, man. My convertible side wouldn't start. I'm on the way to the church.
I think defensively, listen, there's no excuse for giving up 3rd and 12, 3rd and 17. 0. I think the defense's biggest issue was the piss poor tackling.
Yes.
But if you take the tackling out, the Niners could have won that game.
Oh, yeah. We definitely. It won't, but 13 points. Yeah, you can get it. We can't get 14 points.
Like, but, the Niners. My biggest question is this, and I'm going to tell you straight up. I am a huge Kyle supporter. I like Kyle. I think he's an excellent football coach. X and O's. I think he's a great leader in that locker room. Those guys respect him, look up to him, and everyone bought into his culture, him and John Lynch. But I'm going to tell you something. Mike McDonald is one hell of a defensive coordinator. That defense is one hell of a defense, probably one of the top 3 defenses that I've ever seen play, and I'm 45 years old.
It's the dark side. It's the dark side.
That defense is so well coached.
They were good last year, but Eman Uri they didn't know how to keep him on the field with the other safeties, and they figured it out. They went big
versatile. Versatile.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you right now, I love that look with the big nickel and the versatility of Eman Uri. Yeah, I think that makes your defense elite, having that type of athlete that can double down as a backer as well as play corner or safety. So
you know who he is, Tony?
Who?
He's a bigger Upton Stout.
Yeah, they play the same way.
He's a bigger Upton Stout, and that is trouble. Yeah. That is trouble. You need that Swiss Army guy.
I would
go ahead.
I would say the thing about Mike McDaniels has Kyle Shanahan figured out like to a T, because realistically, he's scored 10 points on him last time he played, if not for Brock Purdy playing out of structure. That touchdown to Tunges was out of structure. It was all Brock Purdy and Tunges making that play. That 50-50 ball from Brock Purdy to I guess Tariq Woolen. I think Ricky Pearsall got the ball. I can't remember. Yeah. That was all Brock Purdy making those plays, I believe, outside of Kyle Shanahan's structure. So, Mike McDaniel has Kyle Shanahan figured out like to a T, and Kyle Shanahan is struggling to actually adjust to new style defense.
He got insider information. Hey, have we considered this too?
Kubiak on the side.
Quarterback over there who used to be in Kyle's system. True. Who probably went over there. I'm sure there was some late night meetings saying, hey, see this motion over there. What are they really trying?
Well, it's funny you say that, Taradon, because if you look at their defense, the way they play, right? They cover space in the 2nd and 3rd level, right? Very rare are they like locked up man on one, going across the formation, going across the field on an over route. They're sitting, right? So how do you stop Kyle Shanahan's defense? Your linebackers drop from 4 to 7, and then your safeties go from anywhere between 8 to 12. So you're taking those zones, those windows from the middle of the field. And Wolfie, you made a key point, right? You said that last game, it was all Brock making that throw to Tonjes. And who was the other guy?
Tariq Woolen.
Yeah.
Who was the other wide receiver you said?
Pearsall, I believe.
There you go. So you see the difference?
Yeah, when Pearsall calls out with 2 hours left, which you can't even do at my job, when he says, I'm not playing, 2 hours before, you can't.
Your job's a little more important than his. I'm not going to lie to you.
You can't tell me that Kyle Shanahan, the plan all week was to open some spaces for a space running, route running wide receiver. When he came to them and said, I can't go today. It's like I wrote all those plans for this, and okay, and Kyle can't play jazz, man. He got to have the sheet music.
Yeah.
And you done took you done knocked his sheet music off the piano, and you asking him, "Hey man, rip off My Fair Lady." He said, "Whoa."
Yeah, that's a good analogy there. And I want to play off what Tony G said about the defense. He's like, the defense had embarrassing moments. Like third and 17, I lost my mind. Not picking up that fumble, Gross Matos, not getting that fumble.
Oh, that was huge.
Oh,
that was huge.
Another third and 9.
You can see John Lynch. Lynch, man, he was like on a draw on a 3rd and 17. That's a F off play. Even they've given up.
But Terradome, that fumble recovery, it's 1st and 10 inside their 30-yard line.
Yeah, that's momentum shift on a 10%.
Yeah, that was.
You're talking the crowd gets involved. Shanahan gets into his groove then. And you know what happens when he starts pacing that sideline when he's in a rhythm.
So, yeah, for sure.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like, clearly Shanahan was not himself. You saw it.
Good.
I could sum it all up in 2 words. The whole night, missed opportunity.
So many opportunities.
That's just
momentum.
Opportunities.
Every time it got dangled in front of you so many times. Like, okay, this is the fumble right here. Oh, it's the 3rd and 17. Oh, it's the touchdown right here. Then Brock CMC dumps it away. It's like there's so many opportunities. But I want to say this, that you are right. The defense does deserve credit for how dismantled it is to only allow 13 points, to bend and not break, and to live to that philosophy. I think they did a fantastic job. This offense did not do – the offense deserves every blame, I feel like. Yes, like I said, there's embarrassing moments in the defense, but the offense did nothing. It held back.
Yeah, you holding to 13, man. That's about all you can ask. That's 13 points per game is a champion. It is an 85 Bears defense. If you go strictly by points, I ain't talking about the performance. I ain't talking about the 18 missed tackles, but they held them to less points than they had missed tackles. And when you do that, you're supposed to win the game. You're supposed to get. I know I could find 14 points somewhere. It's in the ashtray or something, but I can't find.
You don't have 2 plays that gets you 2 touchdowns somewhere in the bag. That's all you need. Like
somewhere,
well, you had one. You had wide open more, right? And then
you missed Sky, and then the double tip ball to CMC. That could have that was a 1st and goal from the 6.
Crowd was in it. The momentum was there, dude. Brock still in dots. It was,
plenty of time left. It was, man, that would have made it 10-13. And we're having a great time. Momentum is fickle. It's like a hooker. Momentum doesn't have loyalty. Once she get on your side, she just get on your side.
For sure. And that's the thing, like this defense, which like the potential is there. If this defense was just that much better, just that little bit much better, we probably would have got that fumble, stopped that 3rd and 17, and all the momentum would have been shifted completely, and we probably have a better chance of actually winning that game. It's just so sad to see all those opportunities slip, and to see how good the defense actually held that team to 13 points. Like, it's just. And it just eats at you. Like, it's just kind of like so many opportunities, like Terradome said.
And that segues into my keys to winning. Ladies and gentlemen, when you are running a marathon, or you're running a race, or you're at a good golf shot, a pivotal moment at a golf shot, when you see the finish line, when you're at the end, it is so important to fundamentally get your stuff right. When you're very, very fatigued and you're at the end, that is the time when you work your fundamentals to absolute perfection. It's easy to do it when you're just starting off. But when you're tired as I don't know what, you gotta be fundamentally strong with the pumping of your arms, with the stride, with your heel strike, and everything else. You got to fundamentally think about it. We have to tackle well. It is playoff time. You've got to fundamentally. I don't care if you got to get the tackling dummy or that little donut or those robotics or whatever they got, but you've got to tackle well, especially against this team that we're about to play. Missed tackles will get you killed. That I probably wouldn't even. I'd have been like Tony said, just let them line up and go for it. I probably wouldn't have ran. I'm not doing anything elaborate. I got those guys on the tackling dummy the whole practice log. And they're gonna say, man, practice 8 hours. For 8 hours, y'all are gonna fundamentally tackle because that's very pivotal and key. We have to stop the run. We have to stop the run. Because if that little number 26 gets to that second level, buddy, it's 88 out the gate. I seen them last year against Washington put 100 on them real quick in the first. I think it was the first 4 drives. He had 100 yards. We can't not tackle well. We got to stop the run. Don't turn that ball over. Don't give them short fields. You cannot turn the rock over. We just can't do it. Take a sack, throw it away, hold that ball with 2 hands at 6 points of contact, whatever you got to do. And then we're going to have to force some turnovers. We're going to have to force a couple here and there, and they will turn it over. I go looking back at that film. I've seen them turn it over here and there. Lastly, hey, man, this is the real deal. Let's go to the 55-45 in terms of percentage split. I want to see 55% on the run, 45% throws. We got to be committed to the running game, open the holes, and get the ball ran. We got to pick up yardage on the run game. And then that will open up what we need in the passing for the zone. We got to get those safeties cheating up, respecting this run so much that then you could pop behind on Brock's layered throws to where it's behind linebackers and in between those safeties. Those are my keys to winning this game.
Did you know that we ran the ball 10 times last week against the Seattle Seahawks? Just 10 times.
We take L's every time we do it.
Crazy.
We take L's every time we do it, Wolfie.
I'm so tired of like it's just like, dude, it's sometimes, man, he's a mastermind. I get it. And I respect Kyle, Kyle Defender too as well and stuff. But sometimes I've always said this. He passes the ball when he should run it like he should pass the ball. He overthinks it too much. I was watching that game. I was like, why are we passing it? Why are we passing it right now? Run the ball.
Just run it.
And when I saw that we only ran the ball 10 times, I was like, okay, I want to see at least 20 carries.
Yeah.
I'm not asking for a lot, but 20 carries between the running backs. That's all I'm asking for.
I would say 30 between running backs. I'd like to see 20 from CMC and give me 10 from Big Brian Robinson. And that doesn't stop CMC's touches. He can get touches on very high percentage shoots, Texas routes, or swing routes. He's going to get 8 more touches that way. That's fine. But you got to run that rock. We've got to see the Shanahan offense operate at its meaningfulness, at its essence. Everything was predicated off the run. When you get away from that, man, I promise you, if you look at all the games that we lost, I know we threw that ball way more than we ran it. I bet 80% of them. I bet 80% of the losses, we did that. I guarantee it. I guarantee 80% of your losses.
Not that 5 touchdown game
more.
Brock Purdy, though.
Look back, we can. You can win like that. You can, but 80% of the losses maybe even more. I'd say 90% of the losses we've ever taken, I bet we threw it more than we ran it. I bet we did.
Juan made a good point here. There was in that game we passed the ball on 4th and 1. It was, I think,
Yeah.
and it obviously it was a turnover. Why aren't we doing the foolproof QB sneak of Brock Purdy there? What? Where was?
No, on that 4th and 1? There's no way. No, they would have got that. The way they were aligned, no way.
But it's been flawless. It's been flawless.
Did you see how they were aligned?
I would have done it anyway. I don't care. That didn't work. The passing didn't work. At least run the ball on the outside zone then or something. QB sneak it.
They had 5 down linemen from the C gap to C gap. That's like
they were waiting on it.
They knew it was coming. So
they were man, Mike McDonald. Hey man, he did his
Everyone
homework.
sees it when it comes in. They just QB sneak that shit. Okay. When I see that shit fail, then I'll be like, all right, it failed. I'm like, okay, then let's not go in our bag. You want to say that C gap was stacked, whatever, but I'm still doing it. I'm still like I want to see it fail before I do that, man. Like, because you're doing an outside pass in that situation, because obviously you say the C gap's covered, well, obviously the outside short passes were covered too as well. So it's whatever it is, that formation is absolutely perfect then on 4th and 1.
It just comes straight down to how well prepared that defense is and how well coached they are. They're good. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They're stacked across the front, the middle, the secondary. And listen to this. The Niners take pride in building their defense from the front back. Seattle takes pride from building it from the back forward.
Yeah.
But you could argue that their defensive line is better than their secondary.
That's scary.
That's really scary.
That's scary.
So, listen, this game's going to come down to this, okay? And I'm not going to go deep into this, but there's a ton of pressure on the Philadelphia Eagles. And the sad thing is, 3/4 of the pressure is coming from their fan base.
Oh, yeah. They meaner fans than the 49ers.
So, with that being said, because if you look at NFL Network, they're split 5-5 on who's going to win this game.
I saw that. Yeah.
If you look at this game, the pressure's on them. All the Niners need to do is come in loose with a chip on their shoulder and play their game. That makes the Niners a very dangerous team with that mindset. But they also have to execute.
You got to execute. You got to come in there with the right energy. You got to come in there efficient, and you got to come with execution. That's the 3 pivotal things you must have to win virtually any game, but especially into the hostile environment of what is the link. It used to be the vet. They used to have a jail underneath the daggone prison, underneath the it is a prison, underneath the field. In the vet stadium, they had a magistrate and a jail, Tony.
I know.
For rowdy fans.
I know that. But,
that's what you got to have in this. It's us against.
Is this a winnable game? Is this a
ball.
winnable game? Absolutely, It's a winnable game for the Niners. It is. If the Niners come out and do their thing and play the way they played, other than that Seattle game, I think the Niners can go out and beat them. But there is some things that they have to really clean up. Again, they struggle against very strong and physical defensive lines. You have 2 of the most physical defensive tackles in the league on this defensive front. Could they handle it?
And a premier linebacker too, Tony. I noticed that.
Yeah. I think
if that linebacker can get depth, it's trouble.
I think Spencer Burford's play turned around once they turned the offensive line play around and for the positive once they inserted him. But guess what? That was when Trent Williams was next to him, and they were working together. Right? There's no push on the left side for the run game. They love to run behind Trent. They can't do it. So now you're taking a team that loves a 55-45 split pass run, and now you're trying to make them even 60-40.
Oh,
Pass run instead of run pass.
oh,
So like they
badly.
love running behind Trent. Why? Because those two guys collapse that side of that line, and that backside blocker that pulls across, and CMC cuts right off that run. Another thing I would love to see in this game, I want to see Kyle come out with split backs with CMC and Brian Robinson in the same backfield.
Oh, I've been wanting that all the time.
And then all he has to do is you could have Jennings flexed off the left tackle. You motion CMC wider than the slot now and go 2x2. And then guess what? Now you have windows because the CMC is wide open. He's flexed wide. And what does that do? Majority of times, going to pull a linebacker out.
And you need that. You need to
So
open it up
what you're
in the middle.
doing is it's opening up the middle for the run.
Tony,
or
real
B,
quick.
Good.
Let me open this up, man. I got Brock Purdy on live. Let me take a look.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's in the chat. No, I'm just joking. Let me show you. Let me show you what he's getting questioned right now. Let me try to share my screen, see if I can pick it up. Where is it at?
Oh, I'm back. Sorry about that. I use the restroom. Sorry.
Oh, just tell us all your business.
He dipped out, huh?
No, I got Brock Purdy live. He's answering some questions. I was going to try to put that up.
I got you.
On the.
I try to keep all the viewers informed of everything. So that way,
that we all
they have all the information.
Game is going to be, if they're going to load the box, what our answer is. If they're not,
can y'all hear that?
Do our job, whether it's still throwing the ball or running the ball really well efficiently. So, I feel like the Eagles do a good job of switching things up and making it hard to run the ball with their front that they have and dropping guys back in coverage. So we respect the heck out of what they do, but we also got to be on top of our job and have success in what we've always done.
So many young guys on the field.
Does it feel? I mean, it's been a couple of years, like you said. Has it gotten stronger like every year? Is it the strongest it's ever been? How confident are you in it now compared to maybe a few years ago?
Man, that's a tricky question just because, you get hurt and then you're trying to rehab to get back to feeling good as a thrower. And it's always hard to tell, like, is my arm stronger or not? Like, I'd like to think so. But, for me, like where I'm at, that was 3 years ago. So it's tough to, go back and say, all right, my arm is stronger than it was 3 years ago. I honestly, I don't know the answer to that, but I do feel, all I know right now is I feel really good, with the throws that I can make across the field and taking shots downfield, throwing the ball outside the numbers, you name it. Like I feel good with where I'm at. So hopefully that answers your question. But, I feel like all the rehab and all the arm care stuff that we do here has allowed me to be at my best right now. So
I talked about how maybe there was a little frustration after the last game versus Seattle. What is your role in making sure that the mood and the attitude and the offensive players are positive going forward?
Yeah, I think, guys have done a good job of just understanding, like, yeah, it sucked what had happened and not capitalizing on a really good opportunity. But, we are in the playoffs and we don't have time to dwell on the negative things. Yes, let's learn from them, but we got to move on and flip the page pretty quickly because we're about to go and our season's on the line now. And so for us to go into a hostile environment, you got to be on top of your stuff. You got to have some energy and momentum as a team to go in and believe that you can do your job at a high level. So that's where we've been at. The guys in the locker room all feel that. There's definitely a sense of urgency, and it's the playoffs, man. So, I feel like you're 0-0, moving forward now. And I feel like it's a good thing for us, just obviously how the season ended, but the regular season. But, guys are excited for this opportunity.
With so many young guys on the team with that hostile environment, how much conversation does there have to be just to help them get prepared for that?
Yeah, I think, one, we've had guys that have played there, so we understand that. And obviously guys that have been in the NFL that have played in Philly, they get that. But, Kyle's done a good job too of, from the beginning of the week, like showing, all right, this is the environment that we're going to go into and we have to be ready for X, Y, and Z. And so I think for the young guys, they have a good idea, but, you're not going to know until you get there and you feel it. So It's going to come down to execution in big moments and not allowing the environment to get you out of your zone. You got to be locked in however you can for 4 quarters. So, thanks, guys.
All right, that was from one Brock Purdy. He said a couple of key things there, Wolfie, that you might have heard from a. He said something about energy. You must have the right energy. And then he said execution. I think no longer than your intrepid reporter just said those same things just a bit ago. He also broke in, and we kind of got halfway in there. He was saying about how much more better he feels with the rehab, and he feels stronger with his arm. And it's visible, man. You can see it. He's running quicker. He made a really good. It wasn't a first down. It was a 9-yard gain on a scramble against Seattle when we were driving to get that one field goal. He tried to move the sticks on that one, and then I think we stalled a little bit and wound up Eddie P hit that one field goal that we did. Those were the 3 points on that drive. But yeah, I felt good. What'd you take away from his few words? I think about 3-4 minutes on that.
From what I gathered from that, I mean, it seems like they know what the problem was. They know that what the energy they have to have for it. I trust this team to go into this game with full energy, full intent of being like all or nothing, house money, do everything you possibly can to win this game. Don't play conservative on any level. And that's kind of what I gathered from that press conference as well, is just talking about the energy. And, Red Jet said in the comments that Brock Purdy didn't sound confident. I don't think he sound confident. I think he's focused, right? And he's got to answer some media questions and things of that nature. Brock does not seem like the type of guy who's not confident. He seems more a guy who'd be like excited or, embrace the challenge and things of that nature. He's not the type to. It's kind of what Kyle said also after the game was, "Hey, we're gonna do it the hard way. This is pretty much what we're doing. We're gonna do it the hard way. Let's do it the hard way."
Got to go on the road.
And I think if Kyle's saying that, I know Brock Purdy has that same kind of type of mentality. What did I learn from this? I mean, I didn't really learn anything. Just it's just kind of like confirmation, reaffirming that they're going into this game with the right mindset, and they know what they did wrong, and they're going into this game to fix it.
There it is, Will. He touched on the young guys having the experience of going, or older guys telling the young guys about the experience. He said also that Kyle played a little bit of a video for him. I'm sure how he showed the great folks of Philadelphia and their welcoming party as you enter into the stadium. Some of the good things that you'll hear, quite colorful. The city of Colorly Love. They have a few words for you, and they will drop French fries on you with ketchup just to mess up your jersey. They really nasty people, man. They are, And somebody made the comment earlier. She said, "I know a Philadelphia Eagles fan. They really nice people. You got one of the good ones. There are a few of them that are good, but I trust and believe if you really want to experience it wholeheartedly, go on up to the vet. And I don't advise you take your mom or your wife or anything, but they're a rowdy bunch. They're a rowdy bunch. Reporters ask stupid questions, honestly.
Sometimes you have to ask run-of-the-mill questions sometimes, and the thing about like press conference stuff like that, they can be boring because sometimes the answers are just kind of going through the motions, right? You gotta like weed through those because sometimes when you ask a basic question, their emotions get the best of them, and they'll take the opportunity to spill something you wouldn't see coming. Sometimes you get nothing. Sometimes you get diamonds. Sometimes you get gold. To me, this press conference just felt nothing like it. Like I said, at least it just reaffirms what I thought this team was gonna act in, mentality wise
Yeah.
into this game. That's pretty much how I got from it.
And you can't get out there and melt down. That's when you go viral, when you say some crazy stuff, or you don't want to give the other team bulletin board information. Like, yeah, we're gonna whoop their ass.
Yeah.
That's not good to say. You just gotta, we learn from it. We're gonna watch film. We're working. It's running. We got to take it one day at a time. For any of y'all that ever saw Bull Durham, listen. Kevin Costner told Nuke, "Hey, look, listen to me. This is how you do it. We got to take them one day at a time. The good Lord willing, we'll have some good opportunities out there. I got to stay focused. It's media training, 101. Never. Hey, Brock, what's the game plan for today? Well, we're going to try to exploit their wide receivers, and we're going to try to do this. He ain't going to get out there and do that. He said, we're going to execute to the best of our airborne ability. Just say the good stuff.
I saw a couple people say this, and there's this big Philadelphia TikToker who said this, that the 49ers and the 49ers fans are scared to play the Eagles. They don't want to play the Eagles because they admitted it, because George Kittle said, hey, I'm going for the Cardinals against the Rams so they get the 5th seed so they can play the Panthers, etc. Right?
Yeah.
But it's like, no, man. We, just like anybody else, wants to go into the playoffs with an advantage, wants to go into the playoffs with an easier situation, right? And compete. It's not always about, like, if you're scared to face this guy. This team, if you told me, hey, you're in the wild card round, you have to face the Eagles, then the Seahawks and all that, they're going to embrace it. As a fan, I already told you why I love it, because I want to know, is this team capable of winning the Super Bowl? Best way to find out is the first game in the playoffs. And I don't think you were going to get that with the Panthers, right? So there is a bright side. There is a cup being half full facing a team like the Eagles. But to say that you're scared because you're like, oh, I'd rather have it easier is ridiculous. And so that take bothered me. It was like, you're just talking shit now, saying stupid shit like that, because like no one's afraid to face the Eagles. And as a fan, I'm not afraid to face it. So, because the 49ers already played with house money. And I want to see if they can cash in an Eagles W. That would be so satisfying.
I forgot Brock did just have a birthday. That was December 27. December 27, Brock turned 26 years old. And let me use this point to say, hey, happy birthday to my son. Isaiah just turned 26 as well. I guess that's why I look at players. I call them young and kids, and, they ran the same age as my son. So
Hey, it's just right passage when you get older, man. I understand.
Yeah, man. They like cheering to you. He just turned 26. Happy birthday, Brock. Yes, sir. That's that that thing that you used to get at every birthday party thing. When you it spat out and came back.
Yeah. I actually don't know what those are called. Little rolling things. Yeah.
A noise maker or something, like that. Yeah. The rest of my Eagles repertoire here, I have them. We led the series. San Francisco actually leads the series in playing the Fluffy Eagles 21-15 with one tie. I don't even know when that tie happened. And we've been, for the most part, this is the Kyle Shanahan era since 2017. We've won 3 and lost 2, I believe. We won that one, and lost that one. Yeah, we lost 2, one of which was the infamous Brock Purdy elbow game. But we came back with a vengeance next year. I posted it on Twitter. They said, oh, they don't want nothing of this. I said, well, the last time we faced them, we came in there and we put belt to A. And then I put that clip with Diamador hitting DeAndre Swift. And hey, it's a lot of Eagles on Twitter. They saw that and said, well, we still won this Super Bowl. We still got our Super Bowl. I know, but
I still got this clip.
he asked, yeah, he asked me, "Are we scared?" And I said, this is how we handled it one time before. Now, yeah, y'all won the Super Bowl, man. Take it easy out there. Let me see what else I got here. The Eagles are ranked 8th overall in PFF rankings. Their offense is 11th. Their defense is pretty good. They're top 10. They're 8th. And their special teams are 17th. Like I said, I did make mention of just looking at their last 4 games. They had Washington made them stumble early with a turnover on special teams. Ladies and gentlemen, the first mock draft of this year, the 49ers picking at number 26. Looks like I would go with Francis Magoa from the U, right tackle, 6'5", 306 pounds. You'll be able to see him tonight if it all goes well. I just wanted to put that in there. I got to be the first one with the mock draft.
No, I get it. You gotta get that you guy in there. I get it.
Get the you guy. It's obviously gonna change, and we're gonna get I don't know. We probably get another receiver or something. But if it was up to me and he's available, that's what I would do.
I will never hate on drafting a tackle in the first round. We may need a receiver, but if you get a tackle, I'll be like, all right, let's do it. I'm all for it.
I'd love to get a tackle.
That would be a dream come true, man.
I just been asking for 3 or 4 years, but they always mess me up. Looking at the Eagles, as far as passing yards, they are premier with their number 1 passer being Jalen Hurts. He's got 3,224 yards. Saquon Barkley sitting on 1,140 as far as rushing. Their leading receiver as far as yardage is Devontae Smith. He's also probably the main target that they're going to go to most of the time. Zach Braun leads them in tackles, along with their interception leader is an outside line. I think he plays outside. Jalen Hurt. I think that's what it is. Something kind of, it's like Jalix Hurt. If I'm saying that wrong, I don't mean nothing by it, man. I just don't see it every day. And these glasses aren't as powerful as they need to be. Jalix Hurts, I think his name is. Jalix.
That's weird.
Jalix Hunt. That's it.
Jalix Hunt.
Yeah, okay. I'm looking at it on my screen, not just in here.
If I'm the Eagles, by the way, I'm putting AJ Brown on Upton Stout, like every single time in the slot, because he's so big and he's massive. Upton Stout's gonna have a challenge, bro. So yeah. All right, go ahead, my friend.
Old school. It's got like Megatron against Darryl Green out there. Looking at the chart, I go back and look at his last 4 games. Where did he throw it mostly? Where did he have success throwing it? Where did he have, a little bit of trouble? Jalen Hurts looks like he is in love with the curl to flat. And given their receiving, their routes, and their combinations, he's gonna look 10 yards, no more than 10 yards downfield mostly, and he's going to that curl to flat, and that's going to be to his 2 receivers when he does throw it. I think he throws to Devontae 26% of the time and AJ 24% of the time. It drops down percentage wise precipitously with some of the others. He'll use Goddard, he'll use Saquon out of the backfield, but those are mostly his 2 targets. Where he has trouble is incompletions down the field. He's going to get out of the pocket, and when he throws downfield to the outside of the numbers, I have it highlighted in red and one in a box in yellow. He's pretty inconsistent and incomplete down outside the numbers on the sideline. For whatever reason, they don't catch it. I got a little bit of film here showing some of his attempts. I think it was against Buffalo, Washington the first time. because I thought I was messing up. I was looking at them play Washington, and it said like week 17, week 16, I believe. And then I remember they just played Washington with all those replacements week 18. So but they had to play Washington 2 times within 3 weeks.
Yeah, that was a weird one. Yeah.
When you play them, and then I guess y'all go home, and then we said we're gonna play again in 2 weeks.
I never like that. I never like close games like that.
Yeah,
Never like close games like that.
Yeah, you got to spread them. But that's it. That's his chart. Last 4 games. I just want to take one to look at where he likes to go, where he has success, where the routes break to, and that'll give you a little bit more on the guy himself. When he goes downfield, more so, he has scrambled outside of the pocket. He has the ability to run. He will take off on you. They count him almost as a running back outside that pocket, and anticipate at least 2 or 3 RPOs this game. It's a tool in their arsenal, and they've got to use it. I know I would. I'd love that. RPO. He comes off to me as a minimalist, meaning they operate with the 45 to 55 split run to pass as we do. People don't like it. They want to see a real quarterback throw that thing 35, 40 times. But I will say this about Sirianni. He does what he needs to win the game. And this is what my man does. He goes to the curls, to the flat. He does what he does right so you can win the game. This argument reminds me of a movie, and Wolf, I know you probably ain't seen it, but it's a movie called 10 Cup. 10 Cup starring.
I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen that.
You have, all right. Well, now
my mom loved that film. I saw it like religiously.
And I'm a golf guy, so I love 10 Cup, man. And it has the great Kevin Costner in there. It has Don Johnson, who was the coolest white man in America back in my day. He played on Miami Vice. And, whatever. It's got Cheech Marin. It's a really good game, but a good movie. But there's this one time where Crash breaks all of his clubs, and the only club he has is a 7-iron. And he wins this tournament to qualify to go to the U.S. Open with a daggone 7-iron. And he goes and challenges the PGA Pro, who is Don Johnson, and says, I bet I can, have you ever done this and won a tournament with just one 7-iron? And Don Johnson looks at him and says, well, I never even considered why to do that. What good is that? And they do a bet, and Crash loses. But this is what Philadelphia Eagles fans, people, and different football fans need to understand. You don't have to have a quarterback throw the ball 40 times a game and be great from the pocket and a rocket arm and everything. All you got to do is win games. It doesn't, they're they're talking about why don't he throw it more, or why doesn't Brock throw it more, or why don't we have a more elaborate offense, and why don't we do double goozle and all it? Why? You don't need to. Just win the damn game, run the ball, get your yards, get a first down, and you don't have to do all that elaborate stuff. Why don't he have any comeback victories? Probably because he was winning and just did everything right, so you don't have to come back. You see what I'm saying? And that reminded me of 10 Cup. He out here challenging people with a 7-iron, and Don Johnson said, well, why would you break all your damn clubs? Don't get into, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Don't do that. That just
classic.
Just food for thought. That's all I see. What else I got here? Those are the receivers. That was the percentages breakdown on targets as to attempts. Again, I told you Devontae Smith was 24%, AJ Brown's 26%. Dallas Goedert gets 18% of them, and Saquon Barkley is 11. It drops off a bit after that. It gets down into the single digits, and they got this kid Dotson, and Dotson is a little bit of a speed guy. He'll get open on you. He likes to, he's a little microbite. I really like how they have their team set up. It's a classic setup of big receiver, fast receiver, setup guy, quick guy, great running back,
ball guy,
quarterback that just does enough to win and keep you out of bad situations, even tempered. They've done well, and shout out to I think his name is Howie Roseman, the GM, for putting it together like that. And they invested well in the offensive line. They're pretty much what the San Francisco 49ers are aiming to get, with the exception of we've lucked into our tight end being the number one premier tight end in all of football, George Kittle, but Dallas Goedert is very serviceable and very, very good. Again, it goes back to my keys to victory. They can be beat, but you're going to have to play out of your mind and fundamentally strong. You have to get in the holes, man. You're going to have to feel, because Saquon Barkley has great vision, and he will start that thing to one side, see that hole over in the back, and go out the back door on you. And if he gets to your second level, don't arm tackle this young man. Them thighs work, and he'll spin off and he'll go on you. You got to be fundamentally strong. If we miss 18 tackles this week, they ain't gonna have no problem making it feel bad up there in Philly.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Trust and believe. They are going to, not only are they gonna score on you, they're gonna make sure they scored on you, and those fans will as well. So go ahead.
This team's gonna need to. It's like the Seattle game where you knew this team was kind of gonna lose based on just so many opportunities that were missed. You're going to have opportunities to shift the momentum. I feel like in this game, there's going to be one or two that's going to define the momentum for this team, and the 49ers have to capitalize on it. If I see early on there's 3 missed opportunities in the first half of the game, I'm like, okay, I already know there's too many missed opportunities to keep ourselves in this game. You're like the missed tackles, but we can't have the 3rd and 17 situation happen again. If you got that fumble, you got to fall on it. We have to take advantage of these moments when they're given to us. At least 60-40. You don't need to get all of them, but you need about 60-40. You need to come out positive on those opportunities.
Yeah, you need a split. You need a favorable split, we'll call it.
Yeah.
This is a little something I always – this tells me how good an offensive line is. It is a matrix of yards before contact, YBC, as well as yards after contact. And those, because they'll come off and say, oh, this guy averages 8 yards a carry. Well, looking back at it, damn, 6 of them was before he was even contact. That says to me, your offensive line is doing his job pretty well. And Saquon Barkley is decent. He's middle of the road compared to he's at 8, which is top 10. But last year, dude, he was number 1 with a bullet. Saquon Barkley, before contact, he had how many yards did he have? 1,400 yards before contact at the end of the year. He had 2,000 all the way, but 1,400 of those bad boys was before he even got touched. That told me right then and there.
That's insane.
This offensive line ain't nothing to be playing with, but it's been reduced a great deal now. It's only 689 this year at 2.5 a carry. So for whatever reason, it's a big old dip down there. That shows me that the offensive line isn't as prudent as it has been the year before their Super Bowl winning year, and it's reflective in Saquon Barkley's total yards for the year, which is still 1140 ain't nothing to sneeze at, but yet still it ain't 2,000, which is almost he had a chance to break Eric Dickerson record. Another thing, yards after contact, he's averaging 1.6 a carry. You got to wrap this dude up and mean it and hold on for dear life, and everybody swarm to the ball. It's no law against more than one tackler at a time. Muff them up, get them around, surround them and drown them, and get them off the field. If you try this one arm thing, or you try to lay a little shoulder and they gonna bounce off you, he gone.
Yeah, I hate seeing that. Off that shoulder and they just bounce off like a pinball, and it's just like, oh, dude.
Yep.
Oh my God, I hate seeing that so much.
And you on highlight, you on da. Looking at them on the defensive side, Zach Baum had an incredible year. He had 123 total tackles, leading the team in tackles. Directly behind him is Cooper DeJean, which the Eagles took a shot on, man, because a lot of people just had the stereotypical hang up. Man, I don't want no white boy back there playing cornerback. But
did you just call him Mustard?
Huh?
Did you just call him Mustard? DeJean?
Cooper DeJean. That's how you're supposed to say it. Or what do you say? DeJean?
It's DeJean. It's Cooper DeJean.
It's supposed to be DeJean. It's French, and in French you say you pronounce that DeJean. But if he wants to be DeJean, that's cool. But
it's cool. It's cool.
French means French. In French it means the of Jean, the house of Jean. But nonetheless, DeJean, DeJesus, the Levi's, whoever. He's right behind them, along with Reed Blankenship. They tackle pretty well in their secondary. They got good corners. Let me see here. As far as their sack total, they spread it around a little bit. Outside linebacker, the aforementioned Jalix Hunt is number one on the team with 6.5. Directly behind him is Moro Ojomo, the defensive tackle, with 6 as well. Jordan Davis, whom we remember from University of Georgia. He played at Georgia, right? He's a Georgia boy. He's got 4.5. So they come and evenly distribute sacks. What was interesting too, look out for Jalix Hunt, because he has 3 interceptions. As a linebacker, for you to be very high on the team, that says something to me, that you're out there, you're pass deflecting, you're big in terms of athleticism, and we have trouble with athletic ball hawking type of linebackers who can cover that absolutely premium. When we have Fred Warner and he's got 4 or 5 picks, we know how we feel with him. I'm thinking that they feel the same way with Jalix Hunt. Also, he's got 9 tackles for losses along with Jordan Davis. That also registers really big for me. That means you are going and getting into the backfield and you making tackles for losses. That's the big key. That messes up a drive when you get a big tackle for loss, be it a sack or a big play where you penetrate and can force them into a 3rd and long. This will make your life a lot easier, except for you San Francisco 49ers, because they converted a 3rd and 17. But you can make it a 3rd and long. This really helps in coverage. It really helps in, a bevy of things. Pass rush, everything. You pin your defensive line can pin their ears back. Your safeties can kind of look and be ready and be on alert for, end breakers, cutters, or at the line of scrimmage, at the line of gain. That's why it's so important to get those tackles for losses. And, that's my summation. I got this cornerback, Quinion Mitchell, with 17 passes deflected. they must be going at him like nobody's business. Somehow they look over there and see Quinion Mitchell. Everybody's going over there, but he's holding his own at 17. I ain't never seen somebody with 17 passes deflected. I gotta just watch him play. That is a lot. That's a lot for a year. That's that's a breakup every game.
Yeah, at least one break. That's pretty good.
They got my man. They stole my man too. I'm still mad about them getting Andrew Makuba. He played safety for him, man, out of University of Texas. You know that was my draft crush. He's doing pretty decent over there as a rookie. He is starting, but he's got to get some more experience and stuff to really step through that door. But he's a very, very solid piece. That is
his last pick in the second round or not? Yeah.
They got me. Terra Dome. That one fan. What are your wild card weekend predictions? Prediction. Let me see.
Prediction.
Did I have it? There we go. Here's my wild card weekend predictions. That's me with a cigar. First of all, we're going to handle our business tonight, the University of Miami. And then, as you see right now, these are my wild card predictions for this week, playoff 25-26. I got my Carolina Panthers Saturday at 4:30.
Over the Rams?
Beating the Rams. They are at home. Whoa. Carolina is different at home. If you don't know, you better ask somebody. Carolina going to be fired up. Cam Newton will be pounding the drum. That's their ceremonious thing when they have them coming out. They do something called keep pounding. And it's the equivalent of other teams like releasing the Seahawk or running the or whatever, but they got Cam Newton coming back for this one. What you want to say, Wolf? You can't take that. Yeah.
Rage bait has to be believable. You know what I mean? Like, come on, dude. The Panthers over the Rams.
Well, first of all, I can't stand the Rams. Secondly, check your record. Carolina beat the Rams at home this year. Carolina at home beat Buffalo this year. Carolina at home beat the Cowboys this year. Carolina is really good at home. Now, when you get them out of there,
different beast, man.
Now you probably can, if you get them out of there, if you get them out of that stadium, they a little different. They still learning to get their footing together. But for whatever reason, the comfy beds and confines of Charlotte has them playing over their head. That is not going to be a blowout. I got Chicago beating Green Bay. I got Jacksonville over Buffalo. And I am taking the San Francisco 49ers to pull this upset off some kind of way over the Philadelphia Eagles. Call me Homer, but I got one last bastion of hope. I got my chips in the table. I'm playing with house money. I got the San Francisco 49ers beating Philly by a slim margin of 24-23. I think Philly will get a little bit, they'll feel that pressure. If we can just stay close for 2 or 3 quarters, I think they're going to be a little bit rusty. The starters haven't played, or not all starters, but a lot of them haven't played in 2 weeks. I think they're going to have to get spun up a little bit. And if we can sneak a couple of here or there, some early scores, and let that pressure sink in there, hey, this could be the upset. Defense, you just got to tackle. And I got New England over the Chargers. I've been predicting New England to get to the Super Bowl, man. Vrabel got them boys playing. They got them boys playing. And Houston just is going to come with a little bit too much defense for those Pittsburgh.
Over your Steelers, huh?
Yeah, Houston's defense is just playing lights out, man. I
thought you had Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers winning wild card, going divisional.
I want them to. I'm pulling because I love Mike Tomlin, and they've been saying some bad stuff about Mike Tomlin. But hey, another winning record, another playoff appearance. All you haters, go ahead and suck it. Mike Tomlin is still there. And with yet another winning season, he is tied with the great Bill Belichick as the most consecutive winning season head coaches in National Football League history. There's only one more, Tom Landry, and we'll keep moving on that. But hey, man, you gotta love Mike T. But unfortunately, this one for him, he's gonna run up on our great former 49er, D'Amico. D'Amico is gonna have something dialed up, man. They ain't gonna be playing around. That defense, man.
Yeah, I'll show you yours. Playing with mine.
They get it done. And once you start tapping on Aaron Rodgers, man, get a little different. get a little different. That's
So my picks are a little bit different, just a tad. I got the Rams over the Panthers. My reasonings, I get what you're saying. They beat them earlier, stuff like that. Play at home. Those are good points. My reasonings are this team has been here before. Matthew Stafford, Sean McVay, the defense. It's just they're well more prepared, I feel like, for this moment than the Panthers are. I don't trust Bryce Young too much. I would love for the Panthers to win. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I mean, I don't want to see the Rams, succeed.
Yeah, that'd be another.
I'm not trying. Like, hey,
get them Rams out of here. Yeah.
But I just think the Rams are just better. Like, honestly, I'm just going to take the Rams to win this game. I have Chicago as well. Beating the Packers. Packers are way too broken down. And the Bears, I've been riding the Bears all year pretty much, except for the first 2 weeks where they were god awful. So I got the Bears being the Green Bay Packers. And then that's why I want to come out and see and win it, actually, believe it or not. But Jacksonville, I got Jacksonville over Buffalo as well. I think people want to say that this year is the best year for Josh Allen to win a Super Bowl. I kind of disagree with that. I understand because the Chiefs are out, and that's the narrative. But realistically, the Buffalo Bills are just not built compared to like the Jaguars and a bunch of other teams in the playoffs than the Bills are. The Bills they're just not complete enough. I don't think they're going to win at all. And I got the Jags winning this game too. San Francisco beating the Philadelphia Eagles. Obviously, I'm going to say that. I got them. I got that big in that. The only way the 49ers are going to win this game, I feel like, it's going to be in a shootout. It's got to be a shootout. Brock Purdy is going to be wheeling and dealing. The running game's got to be going to as well. I think it's got to be like a 28-31 game. Same thing with the so the Eagles offense playing against that's not playing very good, plays against a defense that is like riddled with injuries. That's not so good. So they have an opportunity to score a lot of points. The Brock Purdy is capable of playing against good defenses and scoring points against good defenses.
Yeah.
The Seahawks have the best defense in the league, arguably, and they play twice a year, so they get more film, more experience against them. So I think this team is capable of, against this top 10 defense. Brock Purdy is going to have to – Brock Purdy, this run game as well, because I do think run game's got involved. I agree with that. It's going to be a shootout. It's going to be like a 28-31 game, maybe even more kind of type game. So I got the 49ers winning that game for that. New England over Chargers. I got that too as well. I don't think Herbert's built for this. I'm not the biggest Jim Harbaugh fan like you are and a couple other people are.
Love Big Jim.
But I just think New England, Vrabel, Drake May is just a recipe for success for them.
Drake May is good.
Yeah, he's solid. He's a great player.
Yeah.
And then Houston versus Pittsburgh. I got Houston as well, being Pittsburgh. I agree with that. Defense is insane. So
yeah, they sick with it. They just sick with it, man. I think they ended up maybe 15 or 16 points against for the year. Mazel tov. That's working it, man. That's really, really working it. I got the Regal Eagle in here. Regal Eagle, you want to come on in, man, and say a few words as a Philadelphia?
Hey, man, I gotta give my reasons why I think someone's gonna win or lose. All right,
yes, sir.
Right.
Hey, you gotta give your rationalization, not just
man. I can't just be like they win.
I threw darts and I flipped the coin one time. A couple times I had to flip coins this year. I think it was like Tampa Bay versus Atlanta. I flipped the coin, but you know,
Yeah, some of those be like that. Some of those do be like that. Like that, you gotta like. They're just way too close. You need something to tip the favor in the scales. It's like, okay, let's coin do it. I get it.
yeah, man, yeah. But that's primarily what I got, man. Primarily what I got. Yeah.
I think it's gonna be good playoffs. I do plan on going live for all the playoff games. I'm gonna go for every single, even if the 49ers lose. I did this last year. I'm gonna do this again.
Okay.
Entire marathon of watching every single playoff game up to the Super Bowl. If it's two teams I don't care about, like last year, I'm not gonna watch it. But if it's a team I'm rooting for and I kind of want to win, I'll watch the Super Bowl. But the entire playoffs, I'll be watching.
What's your go-to snack watching football? What do you like to snack on?
Oh man, if I had that option to go to snack, it would have to be 110% be nachos. You know, I'm a nachos guy. I love nachos.
I knew you like nachos.
They're a staple, man. They got everything, bro. They got the chicken, you got the vegetables, so it's somewhat healthy too, as well with all that cheese and grease. You know? So
yeah,
it's got it all. I like nachos. I'm a nachos guy. Yeah, yourself.
Yeah, nachos are dope, man. I you know, for the 49er games, I always do a pizza, pepperoni pizza.
Right.
It's red and gold, but just a snack. Nachos is up there. I do the little queso sauce with the tortillas, and I can just jump on that, man, and some cold toddies. Good stuff to have.
Yeah.
You got to smash that like button, everybody. Yeah, smash that like button. I just starved myself. FBI's most wanted. Oh, that's
the game.
I just starved myself when I watch football. Way too into the game to eat. I got you. Yeah.
No, I get that. I don't like eating while I'm live. Like I'm not trying to make a mukbang video, but sometimes, man, you got to eat something. Especially during this marathon, I'm probably gonna be eating some food.
Yeah.
So I don't mean to create a mukbang video. No, people don't want to just sit there and watch me eat, but there's gonna be moments, man. Because I tried last year. I prepped dinner, like I prepped dinner, lunch, all that in between the games. I had 5 minutes to eat this, and 5 minutes between that. I had to find all the moments. I'm not doing this here. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna eat some food.
Yeah, you can.
I'll eat some food while I'm live.
You get indigestion trying to gobble it all down. And now back to action, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Looks like a cloudy day here.
I have like some shit on my face because I'm just moving so fast. There's some cheese right here.
Yeah,
So,
that's dope. That's dope.
yeah.
I got you know, from my Brock haters out there, I know a lot of you are. Y'all can give them this stat here as I read. Let me see here. For the year, Brock Purdy, PFF grades, he's at a 90.0, which is fourth in the National Football League, only behind future Hall of Famer Matthew Stafford, everybody's All-American Joe Burrow, and Drake May, who had a 90.1. That is Brock Purdy, ladies and gentlemen. Brock Purdy, your San Francisco 49ers quarterback. Regardless of everybody's hating and, oh, I would love to have somebody else. Oh, I don't want Brock. Oh, no, you're going to make me, you know. So give that up for Brock. Y'all paint it and put it out and show everyone after the regular season, this is where they stand. 3 of those 4 are in the playoffs. Everybody who loves Joe Burrow, he's sitting at home with watching nachos, watching us.
Yeah.
Just
I'm gonna tell you something that kind of that I thought of you in this situation too, and I thought of other people too as well. Grant Cohn, I was watching on TikTok. Sometimes he pops up on my feed. He says, "Why is Brock Purdy the most coddled quarterback in the NFL?" I swear. I was like, "What are you talking about? Brock Purdy is coddled. He's the most protected quarterback in terms of media. Are you serious right now?" I was about to lose my mind. I was like, he gets shit all the time. What are you talking about? So I nearly damn right almost lost my mind, and I was like, don't let Terradome hear that, or some people hear that, because I think he gets shit all the time. So I just,
I've given them over to a reprobate mind and cognitive dissonance. I can show you everything before you. I can put film here, statistics, whatever it is, but you just are who you are, and that's okay. You let that demon reside in you, and you go ahead and let him eat you alive. But around here, we know what we got. And real football people who I love, Josh Putnam, Johnny Dales, the real guys who watch film and break this stuff down, JT O'Sullivan, Kurt Warner, whomever, the real guys tell you what it is. But Grant, you just don't believe, and you're not gonna believe, and I ain't got time to explore with you because you just.
Well, it was like
you just stupid. You're just.
What do you mean by coddled when it was just like
you
3 months ago? People were like, "Oh, Mac Jones over Purdy." Like, what are you talking about? Their own fan base was saying that. What do you mean the most coddled? It's all over the place. The constant doubting, shit talking. It's all over the place. That's why I was shocked when I heard that. I was like, "Yeah, Brock Purdy's starting to respect." Some people are defending him, but this just started. And it's just like
you can't fix
shit forever, and people are like begging for Mac Jones to take over his job when he just got paid. It's just saying anything for the sake of saying shit blows my mind.
It's like Mike Dicker used to say, "Hey, buddy, this is your IQ there, buddy." Hey, I even got a silhouette challenge for everyone because Brock had this terrible year last year. I want to show everybody a little something. Let's go slide number 1 here. It's hard to see these stats and everything, so I'll read them to you. The first quarterback went for 65% for the year, 3,864 yards, 20 interceptions, 12 INTs, and had a success rate or passer rating of 96.1 in 15 games. The second quarterback went for 62.7%, 3,587 yards, 22 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions, 89.6 QBR. Does anybody know who these two are? Both had lackluster years, and hey, things didn't work out right.
Yeah, I'll say that.
Ladies and gentlemen, we ready to run one out of town and not pay him. Check that out. Yeah, same off year, same 3,500 and 62%. They played the same amount of games because of they were hurt. Now this is Brock last year in the don't pay him year. Your boy did the same thing. That's how Patrick Mahomes there. Just letting them sink in. Is Kansas City talking about not paying Patrick Mahomes this year? I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. When y'all clip that one up and show Mr. Cone and some of his minions. The devil had minions too, there, brother. It's all good.
For sure.
Well, we're at 2 hours and 3 minutes. Wolfie, it's been a stone cold gas, my dude. I got to go ahead and get ready. I got to run and get my sticker for my car. When you get the inspection, I got an inspection already. I got to go and get the sticker at the kiosk. I hate going to DMV. They put a kiosk in a grocery store, Wolfie, so you can just come and pay it with your credit card, and it'll kick out a sticker, which is
Oh,
I don't know how the the DMV got to be bad in California too, because it's horrible here. Is
I
that
never
how-
heard of that.
Man, the DMV here, dude, it's like you got to make an appointment, and then you get there, man. They on 2, and you take that sticker or that tape, that receipt, and you be 1,085. You just sitting there all day, man.
That's classic, dude.
Yeah, man, that DMV is killer. So this kiosk is really, really nice. man.
I have no issues with that. Like I just go online and I get everything settled. Like I got my ID on there, registration, all that. I never go to DMV.
Yeah, we got the app, but I need the sticker as soon as possible. If you can go, if you got time, you can go on the app and they'll send it to you, but that's gonna take a week or so. I just like to have my stuff when I want it, how I want it, right then and there. So goes to the little kiosk. You take
Gotcha.
your stuff. All my registration is online. Smog.
Yeah, I'll say the smog's in person
Smog
for sure.
is of course.
That's
yeah.
where you get the sticker in the mail. Yeah.
My man here, Lindell Jr., I'm picking Miami. And that's a Texas fan, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Lindell Jr. Stay with my team, man. We trying to roll this thing all the way to the national
I'm only
championship.
going for Miami because of the green. I like the green.
Okay. The green is for the money. The orange is for the honeys. Either way, it's
That's
all about the you. Well, let me end it on up. I want to thank everybody, particularly my great co-host, the Wolf Dog, ladies and gentlemen. Give him a round of applause for the Wolf Dog. Shouting out my man with air horns, Tony G, the GM dropped in. Tony, hey man, stay up, stay prayed up. I'm praying on your healing, and may you come back better than you were before. That surgery is a hard thing, but hey, man, if they can go in there and repair it, I recommend talking to some people that done had the surgery and seeing the success stories. Don't lean into the bad part of it. Obviously, because anytime you have surgery and they put you under that general anesthetic, you go to sleep. You're unconscious. It's can be death. They keep you breathing, but it's death. You're at the mercy of the doctors and the professionals, the anesthesiologists, and people of that nature. And the added factors are, things could just go crazy. So I pray over anybody who's having a surgery, who's got to make the decision whether it's a surgery, and all of your loved ones and all of the people that you care about in your life, man, because that's no easy thing. Check up on them, and I'm gonna be checking up on Tony. He out for the season. He on IR, so we got to mess with him, man.
Next man up.
Yeah. We gotta get Tony Jr. ready, man. Get Tony Jr. ready. We need a GM. And everybody remember, we walk by faith and not by sight. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank you all for coming out.